It is a flyweight championship fight between Jussier Benavidez and Jussier Formiga. Well, it's got to feel good for this man to make this walk. He has chewed up and spit out all comers on his run to contention. Now he is the undisputed #1 contender, looking to become the new UFC flyweight champion. A lot of people think he has the skills to do just that. Tonight, though, his opportunity to prove it in front of a sold-out crowd tonight, that he is the best 125-pound fighter on the planet. All right, so here we go with this UFC flyweight championship fight, and there is the man out of the red corner, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion, making his way to the octagon. He's defended this belt before. This is not new territory for this young man who believes that the rest are just the rest. He believes he is the best at 125 pounds and looking to prove just that here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Formiga is 35. Benavidez is 36. Formiga will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Natal, Brazil, introducing the challenger, Jussier Formiga. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Joseph Joe B. Benavidez.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, surround your corners, come out fighting.
You ready?
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up for him.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches and bunches. He's doing a great job.
Nice punch there by an ever-improving Jussier Formiga. Just out of range with the big right hand. Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all.
What a beautiful
And potentially a critical takedown here. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's attacking armbar now.
Nicely done. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
And he's out. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Benavidez is in half guard. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. 45 seconds remain in the round. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Back mount now.
Oh, wow, oh! Oh, man, that was slick.
Round two next.
Whoa. He won that last round. He's all over you with the submissions. Now let's avoid that. We train this in the gym, and your defense showed you know what you're doing.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fight.
All right, good start to this one. Now we get to round two, DC. Joseph Benavidez versus Jussier Formiga.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Right hand upstairs. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Got to the clinch, controlled the posture, and lands some big knees from in close.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg.
Formiga's trying to lock up on a submission now.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all weight to his opponent.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in the round. So we lean on the numbers here. 47 total strikes have now landed for Jussier Formiga. And landing at a pretty good clip. 71% accuracy against Joseph Benavidez. Well, he's DC's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Ooh, what a punch.
All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, is he an active pursuer of the submission?
Oh, he's got a choke.
And he's out. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
10 minutes in the books. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, here we go, DC. Our next round is underway, and he's chasing some punch stat records tonight. That was some serious volume and efficiency in the previous round.
Normally you see that in boxing, where a guy just throws so many strikes. But this man has taken it to the octagon, looking to break all the punch records before the night is over.
Oh, nice combination of kicks once again. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Man, is he timing. The takedown is there. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch.
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Formiga ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Close guard. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Benavidez. And they both stand up. Effective punch there by an ever-improving Jussier Formiga. 71 total strikes have now landed for the Brazilian Jussier Formiga. And in terms of the connection rate, if you care, 71% accuracy thus far against Joseph Benavidez.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down to the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Nice defense there, huge block. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. Yeah, notice he just took the body triangle, readjusted the lock, and now it looks like he's got it.
Right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. 2 men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out. but it does excite me for the next round.
All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Big punch from the clinch.
Oh, good work with the knees here by Benavidez.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's a big strike right there.
Good series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Formiga gets caught by the solid uppercut there. He's a hard...
Oh, man, look at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Trying for a submission here.
Oh, he's got the choke. Look at him push the arm down, maybe stepping into a crucifix. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Formiga. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Benavidez. All right, got to be careful playing around inside here. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle because the guy hit armbar.
And he's out. Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow, right? You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position.
Benavidez.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight. Nice entry into the finish direct.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Final round, you ready?
Fifth and final round.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Formiga's kick attempt, that one was blocked. Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Oh, he got absolutely bludgeoned. That's as good a combination as we have seen out of him here tonight.
The last time I saw a combination this good, it was Donald Cerrone beating up on Rick Stewart.
Nice combination on the feet, and now works it to a takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very...
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack that arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest.
And he's out. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Benavidez. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Formiga's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Well, he's got his back now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
If your opponent has you in the clinch,
That's clear, DC. He is hurt.
massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
Right now, it looks like he tried to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Formiga's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, well, as expected, nothing easy about it. The fight goes the full 25-minute distance. Could be looking at a split decision here, Daniel.
A very close fight. I mean, this is uncomfortable. I've sat there before, walking to the middle of the octagon in a title fight as the champion, not knowing if I had done enough to win. This is a nervous feeling, but I believe the champ did just enough to keep the belt.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest, 48-47 Formiga. Judge 2 scores it, 9-46 Benavidez. And Judge 3 scores it, 9-46 for the winner by split decision. And still, the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Jussier Formiga.
And still UFC flyweight champion. He is the best 125-pounder in the world, and tonight there seemed to be a pretty wide margin between number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, but number 1, I mean, he is turning these challengers away like flies. He's a great fighter, man. He's hard to deal with. He does everything top-notch,